Poppin' World, Jaja Gibore. I'm a rapper, not a blogger. Not a blogger, I'm a rapper. Yo, so last night was the motherfucking Smack Volume 7. Smack URL Volume 7 on the Caffeine TV shit. It was a dope event. It wasn't too crazy. A lot of motherfuckers expected more or expected less. I don't know what happened, but it was a dope event to me, man. Each battle was pretty dope. A couple of my homies hit me like, yo, they expected a little better than what happened. But to me, it was still a dope event because it was some of the greats. And they came up there and they did their thing. A lot of them did what they had to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, Rock and Verb wasn't a dog fight, but they still went up there and did their thing. So it wasn't that bad of an event. You know what I mean? Chilla and Shawn, you know, it was dope battles, man. Twerk and let me get into this real quick, man. So I had just seen the interview with Nightwing talking to Daylight on the phone, and I bumped into Daylight. I don't know him like that, but I bumped into him in L.A. For Gnome 10. We ain't say nothing to each other, you know what I'm saying? But me and Nightwing was chilling that night. All of us was out there chilling. I was recording them and shit like that. I got it on YouTube. And I got a chance to know him personally. You know, we was talking about a lot of personal shit, and we was talking about Washington and New York and just personal shit. You know, he's a cool fucking dude, man. He's a great dude, man. That battle versus Twerk yesterday was a dope battle. The only problem with it is Daylight was saying he 3-0 Twerk. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't know. He says to him, battle rap fans gonna think one way, but the higher ups with the rap, who the fuck is higher up think that he beat Twerk last night, man? I mean, let's be real, man. I mean, I give credit where it's due. Nightwing did his fucking thing. He had a lot of poise. He was real calm. He got his bars across. But it wasn't enough for what Twerk did. Twerk did a lot. I mean, Twerk was really versatile, man. I mean, punchline and wordplay, lyricism. I mean, it was crazy, son. His performance is electrifying, bro. His vocal projection. Like, he made Nightwing look smaller, which is dope. That's what you want to do in the battle. Anyway, man, I got Twerk winning that shit. I give Nightwing possibly the third round, because Twerk was like blotchy and not really. You could tell he already thought he gave his all in that first and second round. Anyway, man, I gave first two rounds to Twerk, so I got Twerk winning that shit 2-1. I gave Jay the third. You know what I mean? He did his thing. Like, Twerk wasn't cooking him so bad to the point where his first and second round wasn't hot. Like, Nightwing's first 2 rounds was hot, but it wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough, and that's just being real. You know what I'm saying? Shawn and Chilla. I got Shawn winning that. Shawn was more versatile, but also he was more aggressive. You got to be aggressive on a person like Chilla, because Chilla's not aggressive. So it makes you look even more aggressive, and it makes you look even more. And Shawn knew that. Shawn's a smart dude. Like, he ain't just come here just to rap. I'll rap and have a better pen. Fuck all that shit. And Chilla showed that he got a good pen, dope pen, schemes, and all of that shit. But I gave Shawn that battle, man, 2-1. If I have to give Chilla a round, I would give him the third round, because Shawn let up. No, you know what? I might need to see that battle again, because I thought the first round was kind of close. I just thought Shawn was spitting and rapping for so long. He said so much content and so much shit that Chilla's shit wasn't enough. It was like too short. By the time you really catch on to Chilla's bars, the round is done. With Shawn was like, he was giving you time to catch on to the bars, but he was still rhyming. It was like, nigga still rapping. So I don't know. To me, that shit wins. That shit makes you win a battle. So I gave that shit to Shawn, man. Shawn 2-1. If I watch it later, the only way I could flip it is say Chilla 2-1. You know what I mean? Because one of them rounds was debatable. I think it was the first round was debatable. Or the second. One of them rounds was debatable, man. Av versus DNA. I gotta watch that again. That was kind of close, but I didn't get a lot of it because I had to do some other shit. So I didn't get most of the battle. You know what I mean? I got like half of the battle, but I still got the gist of it. And DNA was doing his fucking thing. I mean, DNA was doing. He showed he's the fucking angle god. He's one of the angle gods, bro. Like, that shit was really hard for him to really. It wasn't hard, but we thought it was gonna be hard for him to really show that he could be more versatile. You know what I mean? And he showed even more versatility. Like, his angles he's been stepping his angles up in the last two battles. I mean, last few battles, my bad. Not the last two, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. That one is kind of close. If I have to give it to anybody, I'm going to give it to DNA. His rounds was longer. He said more potent shit. And the shit he was saying was a little bit better than Av. Av did what he normally do. Showed a little bit more. He showed he could angle too. But I think Av is trying to come back. I think Av is trying to show that, yo, look, I could still rap with niggas. I could still come back and rap with niggas. I don't think he was really trying to out-rap DNA or, like, be better than DNA. You feel me? I just think Av was doing what Av do, and that's it. You know what I mean? So, I give DNA that shit 2-1. Even though I predicted Av to win, DNA, I predicted Av to win. I'm going to watch that battle again anyway, though, because, you know, opinions could change. You know what I mean? Views and perspectives could change and sway any day. Jada Nightwing. Oh, Danny Myers and Arsenal. I caught the last round. I didn't get the first two rounds. I caught the last round. And Danny, I don't know, bro. Like, Danny made Arsenal look crazy, bro. Not made him look bad, but Arsenal came there and did what he normally do, plus a little bit more. But it wasn't enough. Danny did what he normally do, plus a little extra. And it was like, it was like, you needed to do that towards a nigga like us. Because us ain't one of the motherfuckers that you could come in there and just rap. You got to do all of that shit. You got to be aggressive, perform, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to give Danny that shit, man. That I heard I heard a little bit of the first and a little bit of the second. I give us, I would say, the first round. Because it took time for Danny to build up and heat up. You know what I mean? And then I give Danny them last two rounds, you know what I mean? Even though I ain't hear the first two fully, what I heard was good enough, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give Danny that shit 2-1. And then last battle, Rock versus Verb. I gave Rock that battle. Verb was doing his lyrical miracle shit, and it was kind of like, not boring, but it was just kind of like, you ain't do no angles, you ain't use no angles, because that shit could have helped you win the battle. You want to play nice guy. First, you want to say that you're not the nice guy. You the bad guy, and you the evil god, and all. You know, you got your own island, and you different. But then you come in there, and then you go and do. It's like, why would you not talk about them angles? Why would you not talk about the trans? Why would you not, even though that shit might be true or not? You're supposed to talk about the fight. You're supposed to talk about the change. You're supposed to talk about the trans shit, because even though Rock has defeated those angles and Rock has overcome those angles, it's still shit that people want to hear and see you say to Rock, or people want to hear people say to Rock. It's as simple as that. It's battle rap. This shit is not no fucking, you know what I mean? And Rock didn't go too crazy either. Rock didn't go gun bar crazy. Rock did what he normally do, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? And I think they really wanted the battle just to get that shit off they back. Like, have Rock could say, y'all battle Verb, and Verb could say, I battle Rock. I think that was what that was about. That's why they didn't get too crazy with the angles and all of that shit. Because Rock could have said something about, he said something about, you know, vegan Verb with the vegan shit, and, you know, talking about with the dreads and the color looking gay and shit like that. Like, that was kind of English, but it wasn't a strong enough angle to really like make him look bad. And that's what battle rap is about, making each other look bad, sort of say. You know what I mean? So Rock has some bars though, and then Verb has some bars. Like Verb was saying some shit, some lyrical shit, like ooh. But it was the way that he was putting the words together. And then with Rock, I think with Rock bars was dope because he was showing a little bit of flashes of what he did with Daylight. Like it was lyrical. It was like more than gun bars. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I respect about Rock in that battle, respect about Verb in that battle. So it was still a decent battle. It was still a decent event, you know what I mean? Smack Volume 7, you know what I mean? And then plus, they need to replace them battles that's not going down. They need to replace them with other battles. Because, you know, 5 battles is cool, but 5 battles ain't enough, bro. You need 6. 6 and better. You know what I mean? When they was giving 6 and better, people was like, "Oh, that's too much. We need 5, and that's it." And now they're giving 5, and motherfuckers is like, "Yo, this shit ain't enough," because it's not. You know what I mean? At least if the 6th battle happened, it would make the event look a little fuller and look a little bit more eventful. You know what I mean? When you go from 6 battles to 5 battles, you cut the time. You know, certain people wanted to watch the event just to see B-Dot and Suge. So, you know, it's a lot of shit involved in that. But, you know, like I said, I ain't involved in the production part, so I can't, you know, I'm just a fan of shit for now. But, and a blogger and shit, you know what I mean? In the media part or whatever, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, shout out to the Smack URL and the whole battle rap community. I'm Jaja Gibore the Uglyman, you know what I mean? I'm just showing, giving my recap. Smack Volume 7 last night. But yeah, waiting for Kings versus Queens the day before Valentine's Day. And I know it's probably gonna be another Smack Volume 8 coming up. You know what I mean? Anyway, man, battle rap community. It's the Ugly Man. I'm rapping, not a blog. I'm not a blog. I'm a rapper, nigga. Holla.